Imagine standing in the center of a battlefield. Chaos erupts, arrows fly, and the weight of an empire rests on your shoulders. You feel the heat of rage rising in your chest, threatening to cloud your judgment. This was the daily reality of Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world. Yet, he didn't succumb to the fire. Today, we decode his ancient formula for total emotional mastery. Anger is often viewed as a reaction to injustice, but Stoicism offers a radical reframe. Marcus Aurelius taught that anger is not a sign of strength, but a momentary lapse in reason. It is a temporary madness that strips you of your greatest asset, your ability to think clearly. If you want to conquer the world, you must first conquer the storm brewing within your own mind. Why do we actually get angry? It usually happens when our expectations of the world collide with reality. We expect people to be kind, we expect events to go our way, and when they don't, we lash out. Marcus Aurelius warned that if you expect the world to be perfect, you will live a life of constant agitation. The key is to accept reality exactly as it unfolds. Consider the nature of those who annoy you. Are they acting out of malice, or are they simply ignorant of what is truly good and evil? The emperor reminds us that people hurt others because they are blinded by their own illusions. When someone treats you poorly, view it as a symptom of their own internal struggles. This shift in perspective transforms your anger into pity and calm detachment. The first tool in the Stoic toolkit is the pause. When a flash of anger strikes, do not react immediately. As Marcus noted, we are not hurt by events themselves, but by our opinion of them. Take a breath. Step back. By creating space between the impulse and the action, you regain your sovereignty. In that silence, you find the freedom to choose a response that aligns with your values. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, it is about managing them. Marcus Aurelius knew that suppressing anger only makes it grow. Instead, acknowledge the feeling, label it, and let it pass. Treat your anger like a passing cloud in the sky. It is there, but it is not you. By observing the anger without identifying with it, you strip it of its power to dictate your behavior. Ask yourself, is this anger useful? Does it solve the problem, or does it complicate it? Most of our rage is directed at things we cannot change. The weather, the past, or the opinions of others. Marcus Aurelius focused exclusively on what he could control, his own thoughts and actions. When you direct your energy toward what you can influence, there is no room left for futile, destructive anger. The emperor often reminded himself of his own mortality. He called it memento mori. Why should you be angry today when you could be gone tomorrow? This profound realization puts every minor frustration into perspective. Life is far too short to waste it in the suffocating grip of resentment. When you keep the end in mind, the petty slights of the day begin to lose their significance entirely. One of the most practical strategies is to visualize the people who provoke you as flawed human beings, just like you. Marcus Aurelius suggested that we should prepare ourselves for the rude and ungrateful people we will meet today. By anticipating their behavior, you are no longer caught off guard. You walk into the world fully armored, not with weapons, but with the quiet resilience of an unshakable mind. Humility is the enemy of anger. Anger requires an ego that feels offended. When you cultivate the Stoic virtue of humility, you realize that nothing said or done by others can truly harm your character. Only your own reactions can damage your soul. If you remain grounded in your principles, the arrows of insult will simply fall to the ground before they ever reach you. Marcus Aurelius wrote his Meditations as a private journal to himself, a way to anchor his thoughts each morning. He didn't write to please others, he wrote to refine his own soul. Try keeping a journal yourself. When you feel a surge of anger, write it down. Analyze the source. The act of writing turns the raw emotion into a subject of rational inquiry, immediately cooling the inner fire. The Stoic path is not a one-time fix, it is a lifetime of practice. You will fail, and you will get angry again. That is human. Marcus Aurelius would have been the first to tell you that perfection is not the goal. The goal is progress. Every time you catch your anger and choose reason instead, you are strengthening the neural pathways of peace. Keep practicing the art of calm. Consider the benefit of silence. In moments of rage, the temptation to speak is overwhelming. We want to justify our anger, to prove we are right, or to inflict pain back on the offender. But silence is a weapon of the wise. By refusing to engage in the heated exchange, you maintain your dignity. As the saying goes, speak only if it improves upon the silence. Everything is connected. Marcus Aurelius viewed the world as one living body, where every part plays a role. Anger is a disruption of that harmony. When you lash out, you hurt the collective. When you choose patience, you contribute to the health of the whole. This perspective elevates your struggle from a personal battle to a moral duty. It gives you a higher purpose to remain calm. Practice the view from above. Imagine yourself soaring high above your city, seeing your life as a tiny point on the map. From this distance, your problems look insignificant. The person who cut you off in traffic, the coworker who was rude, the minor setback, it all vanishes. Perspective is the ultimate cure for anger. When you see the big picture, your frustrations shrink into insignificance. Is there someone who makes your blood boil? Marcus suggests you view them with empathy. They are struggling with their own demons, just as you are. They are a fellow traveler on this difficult path of life. If you can change the narrative from, "they are against me," to, "they are hurting," your anger will dissolve. It is a powerful exercise in turning enemies into teachers. The body and the mind are linked. When you are angry, your heart rate spikes, your muscles tense, and your breathing becomes shallow. You can hack this process by forcing your body to calm down. Slow your breathing. Relax your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. When you physically command your body to relax, your mind often follows suit. This is the physiological side of Stoicism. Stop defining yourself by your reactions. If you respond to anger with anger, you are becoming defined by the events around you. You are a slave to the actions of others. To be a Stoic is to be the architect of your own character. Every time you choose patience, you are building a monument to your own self-respect. You are choosing to be the master of your house. Reflect on a time you were angry. Was it worth it? Did it make the situation better? Probably not. We often look back on our moments of rage with regret. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that we can avoid that regret by acting with reason in the present moment. Think about how you will feel about your current response in 1 hour, 1 day, or 1 year from now. You do not need to be a Roman emperor to possess his wisdom. The philosophy of Stoicism is available to anyone who is willing to look inward. Start today. Take one small frustration and choose not to let it steal your peace. This is the beginning of a transformation. It starts with the conscious decision to place your tranquility above the fleeting satisfaction of an angry outburst. What does a calm mind look like? It looks like a lake that reflects the sky without being disturbed by the ripples. Life will always bring ripples, that is the nature of existence. But you have the power to remain the deep, still water beneath the surface. This is the goal of the Stoic, to be unswayed by the external, grounded in the internal, and forever steady. Remember that you are only ever responsible for your own virtue. Marcus Aurelius was surrounded by wars, betrayal, and plague, yet he remained a pillar of strength. If he could manage his mind in such extreme circumstances, you can manage yours in the modern world. You have all the resources you need within you. You just need to choose to access them when the anger starts to rise. As we close this exploration, think about the person you want to become. Do you want to be the person who reacts impulsively, or the person who is the eye of the storm? The choice is made every single second. Choose the path of the Stoic. Choose the path of Marcus Aurelius. Choose to guard your peace of mind with the vigilance of an emperor protecting his kingdom. Thank you for joining this journey into the depths of Marcus Aurelius' wisdom. If you found value in these Stoic lessons, please subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into ancient philosophy. The world is chaotic, but your mind does not have to be. Stay calm, stay focused, and remember that you are the master of your own internal landscape. We will see you in the next video.